I am Mark Stewart, and I wanted to give my take on the newest entrant to the Democrat presidential primaries. Yes, even more recent than me. It's somebody who I invited twice. Go back Wednesday, October 30th, and go back 4 years earlier to early November in Concord, both times, in the Secretary of State's office, both times. It was I, little Mark Stewart Greenstein, encouraging others to get into the primary. And back then, well, I'll get to the back then. Mike Bloomberg was the most recent, along with Hillary Clinton. So Mr. Bloomberg has listened. He's coming on up. Now, 4 years ago, it was a three-part invitation, and it's worked out pretty well. I mean, back then, I actually wrote a $1,000 check for Mayor Bloomberg should he want somebody else to pay his fee. Maybe finances were tight for the guy who's worth $30 billion. But I brought out the $1,000 for him. Secretary of State held it. Now, this time, it was for Hillary. But I still encouraged, back then, Mayor Bloomberg, Joe Biden, and Elizabeth Warren. Okay? It's working out pretty well. The top two, and now soon to be probably among the top five, Bloomberg in the race. Thank you. You're welcome. Now, I don't think they're going to stay in the top five. I don't think any of them will among independents. This is my prediction. Actually, sorry, Bloomberg will. Here's why. He's a businessman. Even Democrats respect businessmen. Independents, I think, respect business over government, and Republicans respect anything over government. So in states where there are open primaries, meaning a Republican could register to vote on the Democrat side, and very well might, because Trump's a shoo-in on the Republican side. It's not even a race. Some states have even canceled their primaries. So independents and Republicans who might be weighing in on the Democrat side will find themselves staying away from the current top four. Okay, there's no way a conservative votes for Biden, Warren, Buttigieg, or Sanders. Okay, they are just way, way too far left. I think taking their place is likely to be Yang, Steyer, Bloomberg, and maybe John Delaney. Okay, what do those four have in common? Built their reputations by building businesses. Okay, Delaney is worth many millions of dollars and then ran for Congress. Steyer has not served in Congress or in government at all. Built Farallon Capital, worth $1.6 billion at last tabulation. Bloomberg, on his own, worth at least $30 billion. And, you know, he could stare down Trump and say, you're worth a tenth of me. And you got started with daddy's money. I, Mike Bloomberg, didn't. It's compelling enough. I mean, look, success in business is a mark of competence, at least. And only those, the far left that believes this, only those who think, ooh, business people are going to continue stiffing the public, they're the ones who have a disdain for the business person. But most of us realize you can only be successful in a legal business by doing good for the consumer. Okay? You can't defraud people over and over and over again. Now, if you're tied in with government, it does help you along the way. But pure businesses with little ties to government can only succeed by being good. Most of us recognize this. I think the way is highly open, and come 3 months from now, that'll be about time for the New Hampshire primary, I do not think you will see a big difference among the Warren, Biden, Sanders, and these other three that I just mentioned, Steyer, Yang, and even Delaney. My prediction. Michael, welcome to the race. See you in New Hampshire.